graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Okay, I wanted to make sure that my audio was on because I tested out my levels beforehand and everything seemed fine. And then all of a sudden I'm like looking at the roadcaster and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know if I plugged it in or not. So I'm just going to do like an audio check for y'all like really quickly. If you guys can type in threes in the chat. If you guys could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. If I'm coming in clear, let me know and type in 3 in the chat. What's going on, Denbrew? What's going on, RC? What's up, everybody? I'm so happy to be here with y'all. I really am. Audio's fantastic. Good. All right, great. Type in 3s in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. We got 3s, baby. Bill and Childs, haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on, man? Yes, hi, everybody. So, before we actually get started, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. That way you'll know when we go live. We do Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We're also going to be doing some more MLB games. We are on the road to 5K, baby! We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers for opening day, and opening day is just 21 days away. 21 days, right? Why do I always get it mixed up? I really don't know why. I keep saying it's the 26th or it's the 27th. It's the 27th. So yes, we're 21 days away from MLB opening day for the Phillies. All right? So yes. All right, Phillies have allowed 29 runs over the last 2 games. That is terrible. Absolutely awful. But it is spring training. I know. But anyhow, Aaron Nola's going to be on the mound today. I'm hoping that Aaron Nola gives us a very good outing. And I'm hoping that he can go a couple of innings and just have like a couple of strikeouts. It seems like that the Tampa Bay Rays are playing not all of their starters, but most of them. And I'm hoping that the Phillies can try to just mow down this lineup a couple of times. The big thing today is a big day because all the starters are playing for the very, very first time. Okay? And their plate discipline, like, let's be real, in every single at-bat during spring training has really sucked. It's been so bad, guys. It's been awful. And so today, if they can, I know that Shane McClanahan's a good pitcher. I know. I get it. But I'm really hoping that we can get through the lineup 2 times and put up some runs on him. I really do. So if we can have him give up a couple of runs and, you know, get 3-4 hits off of him, 5 hits really would be great. But that's really like what I'm looking for today. Is just how are we going to put up good at-bats against this guy? How can we beat him and make him attack more in the zone is my question. So I don't know how that's going to work, but it shall be very interesting. All right, let's get into the starting lineup for this afternoon's ball game. Let's go. All right, so for the Tampa Bay Rays, they got Jose Caballero batting in the leadoff spot. Junior Caminero is batting second. Josh Lowe is hitting third. And then it's Curtis Mead who's over at second base. He'll be batting in the cleanup spot. Ben Rortvedt is catching behind the plate. Xavier Isaac is over at the DH spot, and he'll be batting sixth. Johnny DeLuca takes center field, and will be batting seventh. And then you got John Morgan, who is hitting eighth and is playing over at first base. Matthew Etzel is playing out in left field, and he will be batting ninth. Phillies playing at Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater, Florida. That's where this game is taking place. It is 57 degrees outside. It is a gorgeous day for sure. Phillies lineup, they got Trey Turner. They got Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. And that is their 9 players that they will have in their lineup today. All right. So, again, it's Turner, Harper, Bohm, Schwarber, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Stott, and Marsh. And Aaron Nola is going to be on the mound. Last year, Nola went 33 starts. He had a 14-8 record, pitched just a little bit less than 200 innings, but he also had 197 strikeouts and 50 walks allowed, as well as a 3.57 earned run average. Phillies are in their white pinstripes today. Their tops and their bottoms with red Phillies and blue star eyes painted across the chest. They also have the IBX, I want to call it an IBX logo or a patch that's on the it's on the left side of the arm. Defensively, for the Phillies today, they got JT Realmuto behind the plate. Bryce Harper's at first. Bryson Stott's at second. At shortstop, it's Trey Turner. Alec Bohm's at third. Kepler's in left. Marsh is in center. And Castellanos is out in right. Schwarber is the DH. And Aaron Nola is on the bump. Day off, running some errands. We're with play-by-play with JJ. Love it. Love it. Let's get things rolling, baby. Aaron Nola comes set at the letters, kicks and delivers, and first pitch underway, and it's taken for a called strike. I'd like to see some of our starters hit the baseball. Yeah, this is the first time that we have the full lineup out there, folks. It's great. Come on. Lots of eyes today, for sure. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is a very late called strike. It took DJ Rayburn about 2 seconds to call that. It was like time stood still. So no balls, 2 strikes. We will fix the scoreboard right now. Where is it? Oh, we got to refresh it. And the 0-2, and that's taken outside for a ball. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I guess I got to press the alt button. And we got to go back here. 1-2 on the way. Strike 3 caught on the outside corner. Let's go. Nice pitch thrown by Aaron Nola. Freeze frame. The previous pitch, though, is being challenged. So hold your horses. They will use the ABS system. And let's see. It's just a little bit outside. It is. It's about 1.3 inches off the plate, so the at-bat will continue. Again, they're using the ABS system, automated ball strike system, during spring training. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. There's strike 3 on the knuckle curve. Take 2, and it works. Well, he's like, guess what? I'm not going to be able to paint my pitch on the fastball. Let me just throw a knuckle curve at you, and I'll get that to work. And he did. That's really nice. What's up, Mark? I'm okay with bone batting cleanup. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Pitch and that's taken for a strike. The question is, like, can the rest of the team just hit? Like, you're not going to drive in runs if no one's getting on base. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Caminero chases after a changeup. Junior Caminero last year had a 248 average, 6 homers, and 18 RBI. The Rays are in their light blue uniforms with the gray bottom pants. The 0-2 delivery, that just misses outside for a ball. I kind of like this new scorebook that they have. One ball, 2 strikes. And Nola kicks and delivers another swing and a miss. Cheers in the chat, folks. There's 1 strikeout. And there's 2 strikeouts. That's beautiful. Back-to-back Ks. Nola's knuckle curve is nasty. Absolutely nasty today. 2 outs. Top of the first. And the pitch. And there's a called strike to Josh Lowe. Donna, I haven't seen you on since last year. What's going on? What is up, Donna? So good to see you. Hopefully you had a nice winter break. I guess that's what you call it. A nice winter. Nice winter. But yeah. Thanks for streaming, JJ. Makes my afternoons at work go by so much faster. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you for being on here. Spread the word, man. Spread the word, and that's for everybody. Spread the word. Tell everybody about us. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch, and there's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. We are going to be doing some Sunday Night Baseball this year, which is really, really cool. We are also doing the Tokyo series, which is going to be great. And we will do the Red Sox exhibition game where they play out in Mexico. And that'll be really sick as well. Been on, just not in chat. I got you. 1-2 pitch, and that is golfed back up the middle for a base hit. And there is a 2-out single by Josh Lowe. Hate to be this guy, but it just seems like when the Phillies starters over the last couple of days just get the first 2 outs, they get a little bit complacent. And hopefully today that's not the case for Nola. But now we get to see how he does from the stretch, which shall be interesting. They take Josh Lowe's bat. Is that Kevin Cash or just... No, Kevin Cash is in the dugout. Wasn't even the bat boy that came out there to take his bat. Did they even have a bat boy today? I don't know. The pitch from Nola. That's inside for a ball. I'm still living on that Eagles Super Bowl. Fly, Eagles, fly. We got our Saquon Barkley Snow Bowl shirt on. It's beautiful. I have Christmas. I have Christmas on. 1-0 pitch. And that misses outside. Just a little bit. It was a sinker to Curtis Mead. On deck is Ben Rortvedt, who's catching today. Mead, 24 years old. Got to see him for the Bowling Green Hot Rods when he was there. 2-0 pitch, and that is grounded back up the middle again for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Low. And, well, Nola struck out the first 2 batters and then just gave up back-to-back singles. And Rortvedt is coming up. And Rob Thompson's going to go out there along with the trainer to check up on Aaron Nola to see if he's all right. I didn't see if the ball hit him or not. It came running right back up the middle. Oh, it got a piece of his heel. I didn't even see that. His left heel. Ouch. Hit him right square on the heel bone. Yep, he was pointing to it. He pointed right over to it. The ball came so fast I couldn't even tell in real time. think that they're going to see how he does with a couple of warm-up pitches here. Takes the glove off and tries to get a good grip of the baseball. He says, I'm good. And everybody goes back to the dugout. Okay. The first pitch from Nola. It's a knuckle curve that ends up going over towards the knees on the outside edge for strike one. Phillies will have Turner, Harper, and Baumholtz up in the bottom of the first. 0-1. That misses down for a ball. A couple other games going on right now. You got the Nationals taking on the Cardinals. They're in the bottom of the first. Also have the Red Sox with 2 outs and 2 runners on in the top of the first. No score against the Jays. 1-1. Another swing and a miss on the knuckle curve again. That was heading towards the dirt. Twins and Yankees have no score. And the Nats and the Cardinals have no score either. 1-2 on the way. Another swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. That thing has just been absolutely untouchable today. And we go to the bottom of the first. No score out at Baycare Ballpark. So 1 strikeout. 2 strikeouts. And 3 strikeouts. Let's see those K's in the chat. K's and chairs, baby. Let's look at those chairs. Where are the chairs? Have a seat. There they are. $123 more subs for us to get to 5,000, baby. It's a big milestone for me. There's those K's. Nice. Okay. Another edge enters a free agency, a deep free agency draft class. Oh, and that's Joey Bosa. All right. Bottom of the first, Trey Turner's up to bat. Then it'll be Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. And those are the starting 9 hitters today. And they're going to be going up against Shane McClanahan. And if this guy and Shane Baz stay healthy, those are 2 really good pitchers for the Tampa Bay Rays. They just gotta stay healthy, man. They have some really, really good stuff. McClanahan, 27 years old now. He's a lefty pitcher. First pitch underway, and it is taken for a ball inside. They just came right back, and boom, first pitch. Second pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That 4-seamer was running inside, and Turner swung at it anyways. McClanahan in 2023 had 11-2 record and a 3.29 earned run average. And the pitch is just down for ball 2. The Rays caps look pretty cool, actually, not going to lie. 2-1 pitch, and that pitch was in the dirt. It was a slider, and Turner tried to take a hack at it and chased. The windup from McClanahan, and the next pitch, another swing and a miss. He went with a changeup that disappeared out of the zone and went into the dirt. And Turner is down swinging on strikes. You know, Trey had a 295 average last year. I did not realize that. It did not feel like it. Harper's up to bat. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. I don't know why. It didn't feel like he had a 295 average last year. He was batting over 300, I remember. Like, more so towards the All-Star break, but 0-1, and there's a strike at the knees. Turner has looked utterly useless so far, says Larry. Yeah. He's been chasing after pitches, man. They're going to challenge this. That is 2 inches off the plate. It was low. Remember, it's 2 challenges per team. Only the batter, the pitcher, or the catcher can challenge it. And the 1-1 to Harper, line drive caught out in right field. He hit that thing on a rope. Just right at Josh Lowe. And there's 2 up, 2 down already. Did he bat at .295 last year? Matthew Etzel is playing out in left field. Johnny DeLuca is the center fielder. Josh Lowe is out in right. Junior Camanero's at third. Jose Caballero's at short. The pitch to Bohm, and there's a line drive base hit out to center field. Tell you what, Alec Bohm has been seeing the ball pretty well over his last couple of games. He had a 2-homer game earlier this week, and he fights off a single with 2 outs. Yeah, he batted .295 last year. .295, 21 homers, 62 RBI, and 19 steals for Trey. 149 hits and 505 at-bats. Here comes Schwarber, and he takes the pitch outside for a ball. Last year he was 3rd in the National League in homers with 38. And the pitch, that's a called strike on the outside corner. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Beautiful sunny skies out in Clearwater, Florida. Do we have any Schwarber emojis? 1-2, and another swing and a miss. And McClanahan does his job as we go to the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we go to the second inning. Okay. Schwarber had 606 at-bats last year. How many at-bats did Casty have last year? Oh, sorry. Schwarber had 573. Casty had 606. That's because Schwarber missed 12 games. Because I remember that. I forgot about this. Remember, like, when they put it out in left field? Remember, like, when they put him out in left field? I forget why. I think it was because they, like, wanted to. I forget why they did it. They put him out in left field, and yet he got injured, like, during that game. And they had to miss a little bit of time, and we're just like, dude, like, don't play outfield. Like, why is Rob putting him out in left field? Remember that? I forgot that's why. He actually could have played all 162 last year if he didn't do that. I forgot about that. And he had 2 3-homer games last year, if I remember correctly, 2. One of them was against the Dodgers, and the other one was against the Jays. That go-ahead home run that he hit in the 9th inning was absolutely awesome. And then he hit that grand slam against the Marlins. We thought maybe that would save the season. Kyle Schwarber low-key had an MVP year last year. Hitting-wise. Yeah, Rob put him out randomly for one game. Yeah, that was really smart, wasn't it? What a genius move on his end. I have a good memory. Arenado had 95 strikeouts via knuckle curve last year. And that's 40 more than Austin Gomer, who was in second for the Rockies. Cool stat. Shout out to NBC Sports for that. The pitch, and he throws a knuckle curve, and that's in there at the knees for a strike. And they're going to challenge it. And that just hit the strike zone. Just got it. The upper part of the baseball just was in there. And that was to Xavier Isaac. Last season in the minors, played in 102 games, had 18 homers and 78 RBI, along with a 264 average. He's a left-handed hitter, wearing bright white batting gloves. That's a tongue twister. The pitch. That's high upstairs. The 1-1, and there's a towering fly ball hit out over towards right field. It is hooking foul, and thank goodness it does go out of play. Scott Lawton will play tonight. He's not going to be scratched for asset management as of right now, according to reports. There have been a lot of talks about him being traded at this deadline. 1-2, and that's down for ball 2. Who should the Flyers get? 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on another knuckle curve by Nola. Another K in the chat. 1, 2, 3, and now 4, folks. Johnny DeLuca comes up and he stares at a pitch. That's a cutter that's outside and low. I need Trey Turner to have more than 19 stolen bases this year. Bryson started 32 last year. He did. Good memory. 1-0. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So, yeah, who should the Flyers get, man? Who do we get? 1 ball, 1 strike. And Nola wants to take a very quick breather. The 1-1 delivery is taken down for ball 2. There were also talks that they were going to trade Erasmus, but I think that sort of has died down. 3-1 pitch, and what do you know? It's a knuckle curve that's in there for strike 2. Mark says the Flyers need a goalie. Yeah. They're facing what's his name tonight? 3-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards the alleyway in right field. Castellanos will get under it, and he will make the grab for out number 2. Yeah, they should just get Connor Hellbuck. They play him tonight. Just stay in Philly, man. There is talk about a Lawton trade. Yeah, I know. But I think that the Rasmus Ristolainen rumors have sort of died down. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. So we're in the top of the second. There's no score between the Phillies and the Rays. Morgan is up to bat. And the 1-0 pitch, that is just outside for ball 2. Trey Morgan. This guy has a lot of talent. Hit .324 last year in the minors. Had 10 homers and 68 runs batted in. 2-0 pitch. That is swung on and missed. Miami Hurricanes have just hired Jai Lucas to be their next men's basketball head coach. He was really vital when it came to recruiting Cooper Flag for the Duke Blue Devils. 2-1, and that's outside for ball 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the second, 3-1 pitch, check swing, and they say that he did not go. So the pitch was inside and low, and there is the first walk allowed today by Nola. Will this be Scott Lawton's final game? We got 31 people tuning on in. Flyers need Zach Bond. Hey, maybe they should sign Mekhi Becton. Get some more protection around. Get some more protection around Michkov. Pitch is inside and low for a ball. The Sharks just made a trade. They got Strum for a 2027 7th-round pick and a 2026 4th-round pick. Wow. 2 balls, no strikes to Etzel, who's in the box. And the pitch just misses outside for ball 3. What's up, Jared? How are you, man? Yeah, saw the report out there. 3 balls, no strikes. Top of the second, 2 outs. The 39th pitch from Nola. And there is a called strike. No one says you bring up a great point. Just gotta teach him how to skate, man. Nico Sturm. Did I say Strum? I meant, yeah. Nico Sturm is going to Florida from San Jose. Wow. The 3-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Went with a 4-seamer at 90 on the outside corner. 3 hits combined in this game so far. Not a whole lot of offense. What's up, Don? How are you, man? How are you, my friend? 3-2 pitch. And there's a grounder. It's rolled foul. And Eli Morgan has to go back over to first base. John Morgan. Nola gets set at the letters and the payoff pitch, and there's a grounder rolled over towards the right side. Stott plays it on a bounce and tosses it over to first base to Harper to get out number 3. So Aaron Nola, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hits allowed. Pretty good line today. Then we go to the bottom of the second. It is still scoreless at Baker Park. We did just get an update too from Dodgers Nation, and this is not a joke, obviously, but this is really, really good news. So I don't know if you guys remember, Freddie Freeman had a son. His name is Max. Was dealing with Guillain-Barré syndrome, right? And they say we got an update from his wife, Freddie's wife, Chelsea, and they shared that their son Max is doing really, really good. They actually she said, quote, he's doing really great. So prayers, of course, go out to them and their son Max for sure. JJ's going to do all 164 games this season. It's actually going to be only 165, folks. Just kidding. I say 165. I said I meant it as a joke because of the wild card series. It is really good news. It is. 32 in there. We're drawing a decent crowd. Yeah, man. It's beautiful. T-Mac and Cole are doing a Q&A, a live Q&A after the game on March 13th. Nick Castellanos is up to bat for the Phils, and the first pitch he sees is a curveball that he tries to take a hack at it and just barely gets a piece of it. That's great. My wife's condition is similar to a Guillain-Barré syndrome. Is that is how you pronounce it, correct? Like I want to make sure that I do that correctly. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. And that swung on and missed. Guillain-Barré syndrome. Right? What's going on, Melanie? How are you? No balls, two strikes to Castellanos, and there is a line drive foul ball towards the third base line. Is this not going to work today? No. Okay, I didn't press it hard enough. I was adding in the 2 postseason losses. Isn't the first round 2 out of 3? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, I was giving them actually the benefit of the doubt, saying that they were going to go to a game 3. But I guess you weren't. No balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. 0-2 to Casty. Then he dribbles this one over towards the third base side, shuffling the feet as the third baseman, and the throw across the diamond will get Castellanos out. Good play by Junior Caminero. Shuffled his feet over towards the left side, got the glove down on it, and threw a sidearm strike over to first. Now it's Kepler who steps into the box. He homered earlier this week, too, and he takes a strike on a curveball. He only had 8 homers last year for the Twins in 105 games. In the 0-1, he chases after a slider that was heading towards the dirt. That'll make it an 0-2 count. Larry, for those people that missed it yesterday, or that goes for anybody, tell them who I had in the World Series with my going through. I was going through series by series, and then we made our own brackets. And according to JJ Simulator, who was in the World Series? No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 on the way. A curveball, a wicked curveball that catches the outer third of the zone. And there's 2 outs. You didn't correct me, so you are doing every game then. Yeah, we're going to try. My goal this year is to try to get to like 150. 150 out of the 162. Denver said Toronto and Atlanta. I said at the very beginning of the cast, too, as the 1-0 pitch is taken down for ball 2 to JT. They are going to challenge this pitch, though. It's like, what, the 4th challenge that they've used today? That's a strike. It is. But anyhow, I did say that first I projected them to get 90 wins and 72 losses. And then when we did like the series by series breakdown, I had them at 86 and 76. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, it's a changeup that's in the dirt for ball 2. I was actually even debating whether or not the Phillies would even get the 6th seed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. 2-1 to JT. And there is a foul ball. I had the Blue Jays being the hot team this year. Sneaking their way in. Getting past the Yankees. And again, Max, don't unfriend me. Don't do that. 2-2. There's a high bouncer hit over towards third base. Going to be a tough play. Throw over the first. Nice play by Caminero. He had to come charging in towards the baseball. And he threw another sidearm throw over to first to just get JT out by less than a step. And we go to the 3rd inning. Another 1-2-3 inning. That's the top of the 3rd at a Baker ballpark. Braves, I understand, but why the Blue Jays? Well, guess what, guys? Okay. I'm going to put it to you this way. Did anybody think that the Nationals were going to go to the World Series back in 2019? Did anybody think that? They snuck their way in. Did anybody think that the Kansas City Royals back in 2014 were going to go to the World Series? I don't think so. Not a lot. How many of y'all had Cleveland go into the World Series back in 2016? The Braves, we all knew when they were buying their team that they were going to be really hot. Did y'all anticipate the Phillies going to the World Series back in 2022? Or how about the Diamondbacks? It just happens. The Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. Santander and Max, but Max is injury prone. Well, Max is older. But it's possible, man. All you got to do is just get a shot. Like, that's the thing that I've learned about in recent baseball years is that, excluding last year, if you're a top team, it is hard to get in. Did Toronto make any big free agency signings? Yeah, they got Santander. Yeah, they got Santander and Max Scherzer. There's not always a Cinderella team. Not during the first half of the year. They were last place by the All-Star break. But then they got hot. How about that St. Louis Cardinals team? Wasn't that back in like 2010, like when they were 10 games behind the Brewers, and then they snuck their way in and they made it to the World Series and played Boston? It's all about momentum, man. Top of the 3rd, and Caballero is up to bat, and he takes the first pitch down for a ball. I could see a surprise team, just not the Jays. John's here. The spread. What's the spread? Is it 15 runs today? 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch, and there's a strike called right at the knees. Dude, this guy is bundled up. It's like 57 degrees out there. And he has a sweater. He has his hood on. He has a flannel. He is... Where's the gloves? Another pitch that's being challenged. This pitch was low. DJ Rayburn's eyes, man. That's the one nice thing I like about this, too, is that you really get to see, like, where the accuracy of these calls. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks and delivers in the pitch. It's a knuckle curve that's outside and low, and Caballero goes chasing, and the count is 2-2. What did we eat after yesterday's game? What did I eat? It was really good. Short-term memory. Great. It'll come to me. 2-2 pitch. There's a called strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Nola. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Aaron Nola. More chairs. Sit him down. Caminero comes up, and the first pitch that he sees is a changeup that he swings and misses at. That was inside. He is pitching really well today. That's the second time that Caballero has struck out. Yeah, he was sick yesterday. 0-1, and there's a chopper that's foul towards the third base side. What did I eat after yesterday's game? Mom, what did I eat? Oh, 2. And there's a ground ball. It's a foul ball. Oh yeah, we had those bow tie. We had like bow tie noodles with spinach and with tomatoes and some chicken as well. It was really good. 0-2 pitch. Another strikeout by Nola. Make it 6. Let's go. I'm not even going to play all the cha-chings because now it's getting kind of annoying. 6 strikeouts for Aaron Nola. Josh Lowe is coming up to bat. And the pitch that he sees is a cutter that's upstairs. Nola is firing on all cylinders today. 52 pitches. This is probably going to be his last batter. The 1-0 that just misses. That's a little bit off the plate for ball 2. Lowe did single back in the first. He went back-to-back with Curtis Mead. 2-0 delivery from Nola. There's a line drive cut at second base by Bryson Stott. And the inning is over. So Aaron Nola pitches a 1-2-3 inning, and he does his job. Only gives up 2 hits, 1 walk, and he has 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. Good stuff from Nola. All right. Be right back. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Eight, 9, and 1 are due up in the batting order, folks. We are 23 subscribers away from 49 hundo. Tell the world. Make sure that the world knows about play-by-play with JJ, or else I will knock on their door. And that's it. tell them to subscribe myself. That's what I'll do. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Bryson Stott fouls one back over towards the net. McClanahan is on the hill still. The 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. It only took him 2 innings to throw 26 pitches. Now, Alvarado is warming up in the bullpen. Nola looked really good today. Very, very good. 1-1 to Stott. And he lines this one out over the center field. Unfortunately, though, DeLuca is there. And there's out number 2. I can already see what Rob's going to say after the game. Well, you know, Harper hit a shot out to right field just right at the guy. Stott hit one really sharply out to center. And Bohm had a single, so, you know, they'll come. They'll come hitting. The first pitch to Marsh, and there's a called strike. They'll hit. Still spring training. 0-1, and there's a called strike. How much patience do you have to have, man? Oh-2 from McClanahan, and Marsh gets a piece of it and stays alive. Now, honestly, these types of at-bats are also big for Brandon Marsh because he's facing a lefty. Take notes. 0-2, and he lays off on the curve. Good. Takes it outside and low. Sometimes doors need to be knocking on JJ. Sometimes JJ has to kick down those doors, though. They say that you can't enter, but guess what? I'm coming in anyways. 1-2 pitch, and that is a hair off the plate. It came at 98 miles per hour. I'm not saying that McClanahan doesn't have good stuff because when he's healthy, he's one of the top pitchers in the American League. The pitch, and what was a 0-2 count is now a full count. 31 people tuning on in, and we only have 22 likes. Come on, man. Aww. Hit that thumbs up button. McClanahan comes set at the belt, and the payoff pitch to Marsh, and he stays alive. Turn, rush the door. It's 58 degrees outside. No score. And that is in Florida. And the 3-2, and good at bat by Marsh. He takes that one up high for ball 4. I mean, good for him. You know, he's down in the count 0-2, lays off the curve, and then works his way up into the count, fouls off a pitch, and gets on with a walk. That's a good at bat for Marsh. And again, it's against a lefty, which is where he struggles. Now it's Turner who comes up. And what does he do on the first pitch? He swings and misses at it. No balls, 1 strike. Runner goes in the pitch, swing and a miss. And the throw over to second. And Marsh actually goes back to first base. And it looked like he was about to go. And then, of course, they change angles. And you think that he's heading into second base with ease. And by the way, Turner's pitch was a curveball that was in the dirt. 0-2 delivery, another curveball that swung on and missed. And Trey Turner is down swinging. 1-2-3. And it looks like the Rays are going to make a change because McClanahan's at 40 pitches. And that's going to be the end of his day. And Bryce Harper's coming up. Camelo Emanuel What's going on, man? Did you see the report that Harper told the Phillies that he was willing to move back to the outfield if the team wanted to sign a slugging first baseman? Who was a slugging first baseman? Okay. We were going to talk about this. I was actually going to get to this in the fourth inning. You read my mind. Okay. The actual report is that Bryce Harper is willing to move back to the outfield only if the Phillies get a slugger over at first, and the slugger that they're talking about is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There have been reports that he could be moved by the deadline. He is in the final year of his contract, and the question becomes, okay, if you get Vladdy, how much are you giving up? And not only how much are you giving up, but you got to extend the guy. I mean, if you don't get it done, this year is a World Series or bust type of a season, but I don't want it to just be this year, man. I want us to win a World Series, but I want us to have some sort of a window as well if we get Vladdy over at first. And that's the truth. But something's going to have to give. And so if we get Vladdy to play first base, what's going to give? Rincones maybe? Sure. But you're going to have to give up more than just that. Rojas. Who else? Maybe Painter. You're going to have to give up a lot. And then you're going to have to keep the guy. And I don't know if John Middleton's going to want to spend that type of money. Because he's spending a lot of money right now. And Kyle Schwarber's going to be off the books. I don't know. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cole Wilcox is going to pitch to Bryce Harper. He had 110 strikeouts in 143 innings last year. And the 0-1, it's down and in for ball one. Would you do it? Would you trade for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the final year of his contract? And how much would you be willing to give up? The 1-1, and that's outside and low for ball two. See, I don't want it to be like when the Cubs traded for Nick Castellanos or like when the Giants traded for Chris Bryant. And they got him for like half a year. 2-1 to Harper, and he launches this one out to right field, and that's going to go all the way over towards the wall. Harper's going to go on into second base. The throw is cut off by the shortstop. And the throw is also drawn over towards the plate, and Brandon Marsh could not score. And so he's over at third. Thought maybe if he got a good jump there, he could have had a chance. But, again, it's hard to look. Actually, Josh Lowe did a good job of getting to the baseball as quickly as he possibly could. So, I'll say that. So Harper gets on with a double. Let's get Vladdy at the trade deadline. If our offense can produce like they should, we'd have a multiple-year championship window because our pitching is that good, starters and bullpen. I'd say the starters are really good. The bullpen is a little bit iffy. That I don't know, because I don't like what Strom's been doing so far. Romero is a gamble. First pitch to Bowman, he grounds this one over to third base, and the throw on the run over to first in time. This guy, Junior Caminero at third, has a very good glove and plays really solid defense. It was a slow roller that was hit by Bohm over towards the third base side, and he had to barehand it and throw it on the run over to first. So the Phillies, they leave 2 runners in scoring position and are allergic to runs today as we go to the 4th. JJ, they've been allergic to runs over the last 2 games. It's true. Vladdy would be sick here. He would be. Camilo Emmanuel says, yes, I would do it if we signed him to an extension. Okay, so now the question becomes this. Sorry, I did not mean to press that. I got to use this pedal, though, more. Good reminder. The question then becomes this. What would your trade be for Vladdy? What would your trade be for Vladdy? Bills just released their punter, Sam Martin. That was just announced. Riley Smith is going back to Las Vegas for San Jose's 3rd rounder this year, and Brandon Brisson. Wow. They did score 7 runs yesterday, but they gave up 17. Yeah, but they also only scored 4 runs up until the 9th inning, so I don't count that. Taijuan Walker for Vladdy straight up, says Larry. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll take that. Beautiful. Joe Ross is getting warmed up in the bullpen. They're interviewing Aaron Nola right now. Science project is here. We got 40 people tuning on in. Guys, go back to work. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stay here. Stay here. But hopefully you're having a good day at work. For those of you who are working. The pitch. There's a foul ball. First pitch was swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Curtis Mead is up to bat. And the pitch that he sees from Alvarado, former Ray, is at 99 and it's inside. Villain says Painter and Bohm. Alec Bohm and Andrew Painter for him. 1-2 pitch, and there's a line drive into center field for a base hit, and Brandon Marshall played on the bounce. And Curtis Mead gets on with a leadoff single. I think that they're going to want more than just Andrew Painter and Bohm. Would you be willing to do Painter, Bohm, and Marsh? The pitch. That one hits the knob of the bat. And it's a foul ball. See, they're going to have to pay Schwarber, too, at the end of next year if they want to keep him. Bohm, Abel, and Crawford for Vlad. What if they called up Adam Miller by that time? That'd be kind of sick. Miller would have to be having a very good year at AAA, too. 0-2 pitch. There's a grounder hit over towards first base. Harper flips it over to second, and it's way over Trey Turner's head. Not a good throw by Bryce. And going over the third base is Mead, and everybody's going to be safe. So they're going to call that what was supposed to be a 3-6 fielder's choice, but it's an error on Bryce. Two runners on. It's Xavier Isaac who's up to bat. John, he hasn't lost his touch. 1 ball, no strikes. What's up, Asia? And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Been on here for what, 94 minutes? Streaming-wise, not bad. Garrett Cole just gave up 3 runs to the Twins. 3 homers, that is, excuse me, not 3 runs. Jeez. Yankees trail 6-0. Isaac in the box. And the 2-1. And there's a cutter that's in there at the knees for strike 2. $29 likes, 40 people watching. Subtraction says that 11 of you have not hit the thumbs up button. The 2-2 delivery from Alvarado. Swing and a miss. And that's his first strikeout of the day. See those chairs. Alvy's beard is fire. I bet you that he could rock like a long beard. Like a Brian Wilson beard. The pitch. And there's a chopper that's fouled. What do you think, chat? Do you think that Jose Alvarado could rock like a beard? Like a long beard? Caveman type of a thing? Like Brandon Marsh? I think he could. Oh, 1, and there's a foul ball. Hey, JJ, does Trey Turner have a hit yet? He thought he did 4 times, but yet he swung at the air and struck out twice. So no, he struck out twice. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Top of the 4th. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. A cutter at 95. That was elevated by Alvy. And back-to-back strikeouts for him. The cutter's reaching 95. And the electricity that he just has on the velocity of it. Maybe Alvy's back. He needs his easy top beard. Can't wait till the season, JJ. Glad to have you around for the spring training games, though. Got you, man. Got you, Jim. What's going on, Jim? First pitch to Morgan. It's taken for a ball. Pitch number 2, and that's downstairs at 100 miles per hour on the sinker. There were talks about his velocity increasing, and, well, it certainly does show so far in spring training. Now, don't use all that gas. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th, 2 runners on, lots of 2s, except it's a scoreless game. And the 2-0 pitch. That's a sinker at 99, but where do you throw it? Upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. 18 pitches in this inning for Alvarado. 12 strikes in the 3-0, and that is lined foul at 100 miles per hour. Hey, play-by-play with JJ. Are you ready for the 70 tankers tonight? See how I read that question? Three balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is down low for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. I can't believe I signed myself up for this. That's not what I signed up for, Neil. It's not what I signed up for. Hey, maybe we can get closer to getting Ace Bailey, JJ. Maybe we can get closer to getting Cooper Flagg, JJ. Joel, I love you. But my guy, I've been ready to move on, dude. Two outs, top of the fourth, bases loaded, and the pitch. That's a cutter at 95. That's in the dirt again. All right, come on, Alvy, get back into the zone. Don't do this. Matthew Etzel is in the box. 1-0 pitch. And that just catches the outer third of the plate. I'm going to be pessimistic until the postseason. For the Sixers, they're not going to the postseason. 1-1, and there's a foul ball. So bases loaded here in the top of the fourth. There's no score for those of you that are just tuning on in. 1-2 strikes. And Matthew Etzel, who grounded out to second, is up to bat. I did see that. And that doesn't make me feel good. 1-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt for ball two. Because now they got to lose these games. And you know what the head coach is trying to do? Win. 2-2. And that's just outside. Not by much for ball three. And they're going to challenge the call. Thought it was a little bit outside. Let's see. That's a strike. Alvarado gets a strikeout to end the inning. That's great. Good job by Alvarado. So, he strikes out the side in the top of the fourth. And Etzel's down looking on strikes. Okay. JJ, you ready for the Philadelphia 76ers tonight? Absolutely 1,000% no. But kind of yes. Because guess what? I know that at this point, we got to get a top 5 pick. If we get the pick out of the top 6, then that pick goes to Oklahoma City. So, I need our chances to increase tonight. I saw that Boston doesn't have all their starters out there tonight, and that kind of ticks me off a little bit because our head coach is still trying to win games. He just doesn't know how to win. He's allergic to it. He's allergic to winning. That's the truth. Doesn't know how to win. And so, watch them try to win this game. If they try to win this game, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. But you know what I won't be mad about? All of y'all subscribing to my channel. I love you guys, man. We have a really, really cool family on here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell icons, man. We are on our way to 5,000. Got to get another subscriber to help us get closer to 4,900. 5,000, 5K for opening day is the campaign, baby. Manuel Rodriguez will be out there to pitch. In this bottom of the fourth. And Kyle Schwarber is up to bat. We have Kinney taking over at third base. And Schwarber stares at strike one. This is Cooper Kinney who's over at third for Junior Caminero. Had a very good day today. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. This guy throws gas, 98 miles per hour. One ball, 2 strikes. And the windup in the pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss on an elevated fastball at 96. Just mowing down the lineup. Phillies only have 1 hit today. 2 hits today, actually. They've hit the ball hard, though, 6 times. Castellanos is up, and the first pitch he sees, he hits it out over to deep right field, and that thing is gone! And finally, the Philadelphia Phillies are on the board as Castellanos goes oppo taco. There we go. All right, and now it's Max Kepler coming up to the plate. And the first pitch he sees is inside and low for ball 1. 1-0 Philadelphia. A hanger out over the middle of the plate, and Casty leaves the yard for the first time in spring training. The pitch to Kepler. Fly ball hit out to deep right field, and that one is gone. Back-to-back homers for the Phils. And the Broad Street Bombers are back. Good swing. Cool stuff. That thing was right down Broadway, and Kepler belted that out to right. And now it's JT Realmuto's turn in the order. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. 2-0 Phils on back-to-back homers. The pitch to JT, and there's a called strike right at the knees. It's an 0-2 count. Let's go. Charge! No balls, 2 strikes to JT. The windup in the pitch, and there's a called strike, 3 at the knees at 95 miles per hour, and Realmuto goes down looking. All they know how to do is hit home runs. That's it. That's it. Coffee, anyone? It's great. Stott's up in the order. Rodriguez kicks and delivers and throws a pitch right down Broad Street for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Stott. They'll wind up in the pitch. And that sinker is in there at the knees for strike 2. 40 people watching, hit that thumbs up button, baby. Let's go. 2-0 Phils. Thanks to 2 homers, 2 solo shots by Casty and Kepler. And the next pitch is down for a ball. There are some offers on the table for Scott Lawton. 1-2 to Stott, and there's another fly ball hit out over towards center field, and on the run to make the diving catch, Out in center is Johnny DeLuca as he robs Bryson Stott on a base hit. The Phillies go back-to-back with Casty and Kepler, and we go to the bottom, or the top of the fifth, that is. It's 2-0 Phils. Stott's hit the ball hard both times. Can't really complain about that. Got to get the results, though. All right. I lost an idea. I had an idea in my head, and then I lost it. Here's some news that we had earlier today, and we probably should talk about it. So, Phillies minor league call-ups for today. They called up Nelson Alvarez, Jonah Dipoto, Jaden Estanista, and Carlos Francisco. Remember, Francisco pitched earlier in spring training, so these are all pitchers. And they also called up left-handed pitcher Wesley Moore, and they sent down Jordan Disson at catcher, Carson Taylor, Robert Moore, Brian Rincon, and Trent Farquhar, all infielders. So they called five pitchers up and sent 5 infielders down. So, but yeah, chock full of nuts this month. So, where are y'all tuning in from, man? Please comment down below where you're tapping in from and what got you into Major League Baseball. You don't even have to be a Phillies fan. I know that I say that I have my Philly freaks on here, but I really am trying to invite other people on this channel too, and that's why we're going to do some more games and not just Phillies games. Sometimes we're going to do some double headers, which will be really, really cool. And then other times we're just going to do Sunday Night Baseball, which would be very, very sick. I want to increase the family. I want us to become a very big channel this year with baseball. I do. And I want us to increase that this year. That's why we're going to the moon, man, with this channel. Joe Ross will pitch, and the first pitch he gives up is a sinker at 94, and it is lined out to center. And Marsh doesn't even have to move. It's just right there to make the catch. So that was Jose Caballero, who lined out the center. Now it's Cooper Kinney, who comes in to pinch hit for Junior Caminero, and he'll foul back the first pitch. Ross last year pitched for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers, they've lost some key pieces, man, out of their bullpen. Lost Devin Williams, went to the Yankees. That was a good move for them. 0-1 pitch. And that's outside for a ball. How much was this contract again? 1 year, $8.6 million. I wish we would have gotten him for that money. That's a really good deal. But it was a trade, right? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ross, who gets set the letters, kicks, delivers the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him right on the outside corner. And there's 2 gone. Sit down. More chairs in the chat. Listening from North Carolina, born and raised in Philly, so I was brought up a Philly fan from birth. And you became a Philadelphia freak. Love it. See, even when I smile, this thing makes noises. I will change this. I will change the earmuffs. I promise I will do it. I said 2 weeks ago I would do it. And I said I'd do it last week. And I keep forgetting. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Paul George is out tonight. He is out tonight. Tyrese Maxey is also out tonight. Hopefully they do get better, but I just don't want them playing. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And that is down for ball 2. Josh Lowe is in the box. Singled back on the first. He's 1 for 2 today. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Phils. 2 outs, base is empty. And the pitch from Ross, and he throws a slider at 88. And it's fouled back over towards the screen. It's a very good crowd. It is. Not a lot of empty seats. Next year, I'm going to make my way down to spring training. I will go to a couple of games. And we'll vlog. 1-2 delivery, and there's a foul ball. Maybe what I'll do is I'll call, if we get a hotel or something, maybe I'll call one game from the hotel. That'd be kind of sick. That'd be really freaking sick. Ross comes set just below the letters, and the pitch on the way, and that's high for ball 2. Dylan Childs says, JJ, just not that long ago, Stott was being praised as our second coming to Chase Utley. What happened? Injuries from last year or what happened, apparently. 2-2. Nothing is skied out over to center. Marsh shields the baseball with the glove, and he luckily is going to make the catch. And the inning is over. Not an easy play when you have to do that. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Phillies lead it 2-0 against Tampa Bay. Okay. Who would you say right now is the best manager in baseball? I know that we talk about Dave Roberts and we talk about Aaron Boone and we look at the best teams. I low-key think that Terry Francona is still the best manager in baseball right now. Look at what he did to that Cleveland team last year. They were so close to making it to the World Series. I'd say he's up there. Mendoza kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't want to say Nick Sirianni, but he's an energy guy. Is he a good manager? I don't know. Bruce Bochy is a very good manager still. But I don't think that he's is Bruce Bruce is still he's still managing. John says Buck's not managing now. I'd still say it's Terry Francona. Now, Mike Schultz for the Padres is not bad. Comes Brandon Marsh to the plate, and the pitch that he sees is on the outside corner. Mark says Aaron Boone. Knew you were going to say that. I like Brandon Hyde. But there's a lot of questions about the Orioles this year. I don't know, who legitimately is the best manager in baseball? 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball rolled over towards the right side. First baseman will win the race over to the bag, and Morgan tags the bag for out number 1. I mean, we look at like the best teams. Is Dave Roberts a top 5 manager? Let's just go through the best teams in ball. Is Dave Roberts top 5? Comment Y or N down below. Now it's Turner up to bat. Takes the first pitch for a strike. I'm being serious though. Who is the best manager in baseball? 0-1, and there's a high fly ball hit out to deep right field, and it is caught right at the wall by Lowe. And Turner just missed a home run. Larry says probably why. Okay. I think he gets way too much credit. Personally. But the players love him. But it's easy to love him when you can afford to get so many good players. Comes Bryce Harper. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is taken for strike 2. Torey Lovullo's a very good manager. I'll give him credit there. 0-2, swing and a miss. And Bryce Harper's down on strikes, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no man left. And Romano's going to come on in the pitch as we go to the top of the 6th. So let's look at this. List of Major League Baseball managers. A national TV game with no Embiid, no Maxey, no PG. It's funny. It's wild. They're going to suffer tonight. Terry Francona for the Reds. Good manager. Craig Counsell. Craig Counsell's good. Derek Shelton still for Pittsburgh. Bob Melvin for the Giants. Ollie Marmol for the Cardinals. I like Dave Martinez. I don't think he gets enough credit for the Nationals. I know that they haven't won a World Series since 2019, but I can see that he still manages his butt off. I do. I see it. Alex Cora is good. AJ Hinch. I mean, say what you want about the scandals and whatnot. Look at the Detroit Tigers. He's pretty good. AJ Hinch might be one of the best ones. Along with Bruce Bochy. And Stephen Vogt, I meant. Not Terry Francona. But Terry Francona still is a good manager for the Reds. Roberts has been giving a good roster, and he's bungled a bit. But I give him some credit for managing a bunch of huge egos, too. That's true. You're not wrong there. All right, we're in the 6th inning. Get those likes up, man. Get those likes up. Let's go. Get those likes up. Let's go. Delco's cheesesteak. Dude, they just have to put food right in front of me. They just have to. The pitch, and that's taken down and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 6th, and the pitch, line drive, over the third baseman's head. Bowman to left field for a base hit. And there is a leadoff single. Bob Melvin, hats in the ring. Romano last year had a 6.59 ERA in 15 games. And remember, he got injured and had season-ending surgery. Ben Rortvedt is due up to bat. And he takes a four-seamer at 95. That's high and away. Sixers need the Nets to lose tonight. And they need the Pelicans to lose too. We'll be keeping our eyes on both of those games. There's a little cue shot hit over towards the first base side. And Romano has it, and he'll tag out Rortvedt himself. He does advance the runner over the second base, so it's sort of like a sacrifice bunt, if you will. Who are they interviewing? Is that Edmundo Sosa? It's not Sosa. Xavier Isaac is going to come on up. I've heard that Turner had it in his contract that he must play shortstop. Well, they tried to get him to play out in left field. He said, no. That's Joe Ross that they're interviewing. I like the signing of Joe Ross. I think that he could do some nice things for them in the bullpen. He needs to be consistent, though. He had like one bad spring training outing so far. But I think that he could be good. He's not a closer. But doesn't mean he's not a good pitcher. 1-1, and that's taken just a hair outside for ball two. Wasn't too far off the plate. 23 more subs for us to get to 49 undo. 2-1, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. That's a guy who won the World Series with the Nationals back in 2019. So guess what? They get him because of the ties of Kevin Long, Bryce Harper, and Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner. It's all about connections, man. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike three called. Jordan Romano goes with a backdoor slider. And there's two away. And for the third time today, Isaac is down looking on strikes. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Marsh says he has it. He leans over towards his right side, gets caught off by Matt Kroon out in right field, I think. And there's out number 3. Get you a name tag in just a few moments. But Castellanos is not out there, regardless. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Castellanos. How come I didn't recognize him? Oh, it's because of the haircut. Forgot. Whoops. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. And the way that they had it angled, it was a little bit odd, too. JJ making excuses. Shut up. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just joking. Anyhow, all right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Let's do some fun facts today. What are some cool fun facts for today? Anybody have a fun fact that they want to share in the chat? I'm going to open up a can of worms by doing this. What are some fun facts? Teach JJ something today. Oh, boy. Now I'm a little bit nervous I did this. Oh, boy. Keep it PG. Keep it PG. That's all I ask. Larry, you got to eat a shoe. Got to eat the shoe. You haven't had to eat a lot of shoes this year, man. Delco cheesesteaks slap. Dude, they do. I know. And it's making me hungry. Again. Even though I just ate before this. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. How does Schwarber look? Kyle Schwarber today, as my dad would say, looks like an uff at the plate. He struck out twice. During the regular season, I'm not really going to try to use this like sort of terminology, but I will still, I'm going to tell you like it is, because I do. But, you know, I'll keep it professional. And yet we call it like it is. Bohm is up to bat, and the pitch. And that's taking the pie for a ball. All right, here we go. Here we go. Fun fact is my father was the NC heavyweight champion of drunk drivers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I knew something was coming. As soon as I read it, as soon as I was there in the middle of the sentence, I was like, but something's going to happen. Something's going to happen here. The 1-1, and that's fouled back over towards the first base side and out of play. I was like, there's definitely a but to this. There's definitely a but to this. One ball, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. We'll get to the other fun facts too. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch right down Broad Street. And Bohm is down on strikes. All right, Zach actually has a really cool fun fact here. Purple's the rarest color in flags because the dye back in the day for purple was from sea snails that were hard to get when they were designing the flags. That's wild. Where'd you learn that, man? That's really interesting. That is an interesting fun fact. My man's a winner. He's a winner. I'll play the free throw chime. Excellent. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, and that's down for a ball. JJ, this isn't the Sixers. Well, I wanted to play something else that was on my soundboard. Should I get new sounds? Yes. I did not know that, though. That's really wild. The 1-1 pitch to Schwarber in the air, hit out over towards left field. It'll stay in the yard, and making the catch right on the track out in left field is Matthew Etzel, and Schwarber just misses a homer. And Nick Castellanos is going to be due up next. I watch a lot of geography stuff on YouTube. That's still sick. That's really awesome. Meaning like an awesome fact. I really did not know that. Zach, thank you so much for coming on here. I've seen you around before. Don't be a stranger. Here comes Castellanos. He homered his last time up. The 1-0 pitch. And that is taken down for ball 2. You know, I wish I had, Larry, the you get nothing, you lose from, I wish I had that soundbite from Willy Wonka. I should get that. See, the one thing I try to do is I try not to get too many sound bites. I know that there's other people that do it, but again, it's a copyright thing. I'm trying to be cautious. There's some things that I do that maybe I shouldn't do, but guess what? I got to make it somewhat fun. But yeah, you get nothing. You lose. The 3-1 pitch. And that's taken for ball 4 to Nick Castellanos. Thanks for having the game. Can't watch at work without in-home Wi-Fi. So thanks, Rob Manfred. Got you. Yes, sir. I got you, man. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We also are doing more baseball this year. Sunday night games. We've been doing this for 3 years, guys. This is our third season of doing Phillies baseball. Pitch to Kepler, ground ball, base hit into center field. Castellanos will round second, and he'll go to third, and the throw is cut off. And Casty slides into third, and Max Kepler with 2 hits in 2 straight at-bats. Yeah, I got you. So Casty just walked, and Kepler got on with a single. Keep hitting that thumbs up button, man. You're going to the Flyers-Jets tonight? Dude, I'm so jealous. That should be such a good game. Dude, you get to see Hellebuck in person? That's wild. Hopefully we rock him again. The pitch, and there's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen by JT Realmuto. Let's go. Charge. Larry, you're funny. What bitch. That's taken down for a ball. Larry says that's why the Vikings wear purple, because they're the kings of the NFL. Going back to that fun fact. The 1-1 to JT. Ground ball. Diving stop by the shortstop. It goes underneath the glove, though, and Castellanos will score. An RBI single by JT. All right, another run. Bryson Stott's coming up to bat. All right, let's go. 3-0 Phils, bottom of the 6th. And Bryson Stott is up. 2 base runners on. First pitch to Stott, and he fouls it off of his knee and comes out of the box. And the trainer's going to go out to check up on him. He's had 2 good at-bats today. He is out of the box. He is getting checked out by the trainer. Got him right square on the knee. But he says that he's fine. The trainer is going to go back to the dugout. JJ's laughs cure depression. You know, they say laughing does make you live longer. But I think a lot of people knew that. I don't know. Maybe somebody didn't know. We have 40 people tuning on in. It is funny when I do make myself laugh. I must admit. No balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The pitch, and that is just high for a ball. Biggie is on the mound. They're showing the replay of Stott fouling off the pitch off of his back knee. Like, I don't want to see that. 1-1 pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. Do you think I want to see my guy get hurt again? A replay of that? No. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Stott, swing and a miss. And he chases after a high fastball, and the inning is over. We go to the 7th inning as the Phillies tack on another run. And Orion Kirkering is going to pitch. So this is Phillies are really going with all their major league players today. Which means tomorrow's game is probably not going to be a lot of starters. Okay. It gets Chicks. Then they ruin it. Well, Chicks do dig the long ball too, so that still is a thing. But yeah. Nationals have a 10-1 lead against St. Louis. What is going on over there? And the Twins, Max might not like this because they put up like a lot of runs on us the other day. I can't lie. They're down 8-0, and it kind of puts a little smile on my face. That's the Yankees. Mike Soroka, former Atlanta Brave, 4 innings, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. It's wild. Oh, Kevin. You guys are funny. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We got 40 likes, 41 people tuning on in. We're pretty close to getting the same amount of likes as our concurrent viewers, so that's awesome. Robert Hassel III is going to pinch hit for them. Keibert Ruiz, 2 homers today for him. When I do, it's usually something that's exotic. If you make Larry laugh, you're funny. That's the truth. If you make Larry laugh, you are a funny person. That is a compliment. The pitch, ground ball, hit sharply over towards the first base side, and the flip back over towards Orion Kirkering to cover the bag is in time. There's Rob Thompson. They have him on the headset again. They just had him on the headset the last, NBC gets him on for the head to talk during every game. One out, top of the 7th. And Etzel will get another crack at it. And he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. So the Phillies have Rincon over at short. Taylor's at first. Arroyo now is at third. And at second base, it's Tanner Farquhar. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keep hitting those thumbs up buttons too, man. Kirkering comes set, and the count is 1-2. One-two pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. You know, when Darth Pooh was on here yesterday and he brought up the whole thing, like when John Crux scared the kids by banging on the door. I had to rewatch the video last night. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And I still have yet to do my homework, John. I didn't forget. I did not forget. Just didn't have time to do it yesterday. But before I forgot, though, I had to put that on in the background as I was doing my work. 2 outs. And Petrie is up to bat. He's up to bat at the Petri dish. And my gosh. Corny jokes, JJ. Dad jokes, am I right? I think they say Petri is his last name. 1-1, and that's up high for a ball. JJ, you read my mind. Yep. I will do that homework. 2-1. There's a foul ball. Prince Farquhar. You mean Lord Farquaad? 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. The payoff pitch. And there's a foul ball into the glove for strike 3. And that's going to end the inning. 98 miles per hour from Orion Kirkering. He looked really good today. And it's time to stretch out at Baycare Ballpark. And it's 3-0 Phils. Okay. So let's get our substitutions in there correctly. And guys, I did not forget about 7th inning trivia. We're just not doing it during spring training because there's 163 games and I only get so many trivia questions. So I gotta save them. I do. Arroyo, Mercado's out and right. And then Kepler has Cal Stevenson replacing him. Catcher now is Paul McIntosh. And then, what's Farquhar's first name again? Trent Farquhar. Sorry, Trent. And then, who's playing in center now for Marsh? Who's playing in center? They have Rodolfo Castro in center? Man, they really... I guess if Wes was healthy, they would put Wes Wilson in there, but Rodolfo Castro. Is this his first time playing outfield in spring training? Never seen him play outfield before. Huh. Oh, that's our shortstop, John. Bottom of the 7th. Best skit. Best skit of all time, by far. As the greatest thing ever. On ball, no strikes. The pitch. There's a called strike. The pitch. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. John, I got a story for you. It's not really my story, but it's like I heard Al Michaels talk about it. 2-1 pitch, and that swung on and missed to Cal Stevenson. Montgomery is on the mound. And the 2-2 delivery, and that just misses outside for ball 3. Catcher thought it was strike 3. They're not challenging it. Mason Montgomery's on the mound. He's 24 years old. Born in Austin, Texas. 6 feet 2 inches tall, 195 pounds. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cal Stevenson. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He got a fastball right down Broadway and could not catch up to it. So, this is how the story goes. I want to make sure I get it correct. Pitch on the way. There's a line drive caught over at shortstop. And there is out number 2. So, Al was in the booth with Howard Cosell doing a Monday Night Baseball game, and Bob Uecker. Okay, I'm sure some of you probably have heard the story. And, you hear him tell it, and it's really funny. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th to Paul McIntosh, and the pitch, and has swung on and missed. How did they get the second out, JJ? Great question. It was Arroyo lined out to short. So Arroyo lines out, and there's 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Howard Cosell kept, asking, why one of the teams didn't bunt. Right? And Bob was basically correcting him on why that wouldn't be such a good idea during this situation. Whatever. The pitch, and that's taken low and inside. And so Howard did agree, right? And he was sort of peeved by it and was like, Bob, you don't have to be so truculent about it. And then they had a little silence. And he was like, you do know what truculent means. And you said, like, he never missed a beat. And he replied, sure, Howard, if you have a truck and I borrowed it, that's a truculent. And that was Bob Uecker. Right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Truculent. Yep. That's right. 2-2 pitch. And that misses inside for ball 3. The truck and I borrowed it. Such a great story. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that is swung on and missed by Rodolfo Castro. And we go to the top of the 8th. So, Phillies lead it 3-0. And the Rays are down to their final 6 outs. This might be a short game today. Oh, please, did I jinx this? Don't tell me I jinxed that. The pregame beer chug is funny. Sure it is. Hit the thumbs up button, folks, and subscribe to the channel as well. Oh, I forgot that we have another chat on here, too. I'm sorry about that. What's up, Nick? How are you, my friend? Jinx, JJ, stop! Ugh! No! Took the air right out of that win back, Cassell. It was cool, actually, like, working with Greg, though, at NFL Films. That was really sick. I was, when I was interning at NFL Films, one of the things that I did was, I was in the studio for the NFL matchup show with Sal Powell, Greg Cassell, and Darius Butler. That was really cool. Had to make sure that I gave Sal his tea. Had to have his tea. Nice and warm too. But yeah, that was funny. Three nothing Phils. Cabrera's going to pitch as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Nobody on, nobody out. Well, you start off the inning that way, so there you go. First pitch, and that's taken for a called strike to Kinney. Cooper Kinney struck out in the 5th and is 0 for 1 today. Cabrera gets set just above the letters. Wind is blowing a little bit. It's getting a little bit more breezy. The 0-1 delivery, and that changeup is swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. This is Gene Cabrera. No, but it had to be like right hot, like out of the pot type of a thing. Like that's how it was. It didn't matter how hot it was, like it had to be fresh. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that is taken in the dirt for a ball. See, like, I can't just have, like, I gotta wait like a couple of minutes just to have it hot. You know what I mean? Like I gotta let it cool down. Nope. I'm over in on Twitch chat. Oh. Come on, JJ. I forgot about that today. 1-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. And the catch is made by Rodolfo Castro, and there's one away. All right, give me 1 sec. I forgot about my Twitch stream today. Sorry, Twitchers. I really need to do a better job at that, too. I'm really happy that you said something, because I'm really annoyed that I forgot all about it. I'm trying to get monetized on there, too. It's less of a delay than YouTube. Well, go on over to Twitch, everybody. No balls, 1 strike. And Jones is coming up. Brock Jones, a 23-year-old from Fresno, California. Plays out in center field and 6 feet tall. He's in the box. JJ, you know Aaron Boone is an Eagles fan? Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns is an Eagles fan, too. 0-1. That misses down for a ball. And the count is 1-1. You could catalog that Euchre story as a fun fact. Yeah. Well, it's on Reddit. 1-1 pitch, and that thing is scorched out to right field. Forget about it. It's gone. Brock Jones leaves the yard. And Cabrera gives up a solo homer on his 8th pitch of the inning. And there goes the shutout. That makes it a 3-1 game. Fastball. Just got a good piece of it on the barrel. Jones he didn't really have too much power on it. It was more so of a line drive. Curtis Mead is up to bat. I wanted to continue to give him more at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. Yeah, so is Jalen Brunson. Brunson's an Eagles fan as well. Isn't Brad Marchand an Eagles fan or something like that? 2-0 pitch. That's inside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And the pitch, and that's upstairs for ball 4. And for the 4th time today, Curtis Mead gets on base. 3 singles and a walk. And so the tying run is coming up to bat. Thanks, JJ, for jinxing it. You're welcome. No problem at all. That's what comes with streaming. The pitch. That's taken down for a ball. Janovis is up to bat. He's pinch hitting for Rortvet. And the next pitch he sees is down and in for ball 2. There's a lot of night games tonight. Phillies haven't played 1 night game at all during spring training. 2-0, and that misses high for ball 3. I think that their only night game that they play over the next couple of weeks is against the Yankees. Cabrera can't find the strike zone as he gets set at the belt, kicks, fires, and that misses inside for ball 4. And I think that should be it for him. You call her Trailer Swift is secretly an Eagles fan. They gave her an excuse to leave Kelsey and write songs about it. Caleb Cotham's going to go out there to talk things over with Cabrera. And I'll try to calm him down. Calm the storm down. I sound calm. But it's a 3-1 game. Major League, great movie. We do this like every year. Greatest baseball film ever. Comment down below. The greatest baseball film is blank. This is why the JJ Freaks are the best. There's a lot of reasons why we're the best. This is one of them. Because we have fun. We have a nice chat. Who doesn't want to be a part of this? 1 out and the pitch, and it's down for a ball. One 0 pitch. And there's a called strike. Isaac is in the box, and the 1-1 delivery, swinging a miss on a changeup that disappears out of the zone. The greatest baseball film is Field of Dreams, says Larry. Keep coming. One, two. That's down for ball 2. Field of Dreams is in my top 5. I bet you don't know what my number 1 is. 2-2 pitch, and there's a backdoor sweeper that's in there for a called strike 3. K is in the chat. Jason Kelsey was on the Phillies show today with Jim Salisbury and Ruben Amaro Jr. I'll have to check that out. I want to see my man talk baseball. Hey, by the way, Jason, if you ever want to come on here, you're more than welcome to anytime. And Caitlin Clark, we saw you display your play-by-play announcing last year. That was really cool. And now you're following the Phillies. Come on here anytime, man. Anytime. 1 ball, no strikes. Johnny DeLuca's up to bat in the pitch, and there's a foul ball. That was so cute. That was so cool. The Sandlot. Bull Durham. No. That's not my favorite. The pitch, and there's a called strike. Sandlot's another good one, but it's not mine. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cabrera gets set from the stretch and fires the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cabrera. Nice. And the inning is over. Good for him to get out of the jam here and facing some major league hitters and doing what he can to just get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-1 Phils. The Natural and Major League. Nope. Angels in the outfield. Yes. That is my favorite. My order goes like this. Okay. Angels in the outfield 1. Bull Durham is 4. Sorry. Why am I thinking about this in order? Number 2 is the Sandlot. Okay. Number 3 is A League of Their Own. Number 4 is Major League is there. Yeah, it has to be. I'm sorry. Number 4 is Field of Dreams, and number 5 is Major League. The Natural's good. The Bad News Bears is good as well. I like Everyone's Hero. There used to be a movie that I grew up with. Well, I didn't grow up with it, but I saw it in theaters. I really liked that movie. But yeah, it is a great movie. Angels in the Outfield is great. When they tried to do Angels in the End Zone, Angels on the Ice, and all that stuff, no. Nah. This is why when they do a lot of sequels, it's not every single sequel. That's what kills it, though. I'm happy that, like, Jerry Maguire never got a sequel. You know? Like, some things just deserve to just be left alone. They just do. 8 Men Out is good. That's true. Honorary mention, Brewster Millions for all you millennials. I'll have to watch. I've never seen that. Give me more homework, man. Castro's up to bat, and the pitch, and there's a ground ball rolled over towards the right side, and the toss over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pete Fairbanks is pitching. Pete Fairbanks, he's been in the league for a very long time now. How old is he? He's got to be like 34, right? Is he 34? He's 31. He's been in the league since 2019. I don't know why I thought he was here a little bit longer, but still 31. For the love of the game. Ooh, that's a good one. Buddy Kennedy's up to bat. He hit a homer yesterday and stares at a ball that's down and away. Continue to like and subscribe, folks. Ted Williams. There goes the greatest hitter that ever lived. That's a great one. Yes. Watch that for sure. Ken Burns' baseball docuseries, that's really good as well. Ken Burns, we actually got to, during one of our classes, like one of our professors, when I was a film major, he, at the very end of the semester, he got to FaceTime with us, which was really cool to just be able to talk to him. One. That's down and away for ball 2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-1 Phils. Castellanos and Kepler homered, and JT had an RBI single. The pitch to Buddy Kennedy, fouled away. At the 2-hour 46 marker. We have some stuff to talk about today. Today's going to be a little bit of a longer post-game show. Moneyball's another good one. 2-2. And that pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Moneyball is a very good one. Fever pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore. You guys see that? That's a cute movie. 3-2. There's a foul ball. Fever pitch. Wow, what a movie that was. The Rookie, good one. One of the best books I read in elementary or middle school was a book written by Mike Lupica. Heat ball. Pitch is down for ball 4. And Mercado is up to bat. The pitch. High and inside for a ball. Rookie is a good one, though. Kevin, that's a very good one. All right. The Red Sox, I think, are coming back. 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. All right, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We got a base runner. George! JJ, what's your favorite show? Funny that you asked that, Falco. 2-0 pitch. That is just inside for ball 3. I have been on a nostalgia tour on YouTube. It's weird. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Grandma used to love to watch that show. Shout out to Grandma. Miss ya. 3-0 pitch. That's up high for ball 4. Currently, though, Price is Right's good. But are you smarter than a 5th grader? That's a great one. 2 runners on, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. And the pitch, and that's way up high. So we got 2 base runners on for the Phils. There we go. I used the pedal. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Get some more runs. We got a trade alert. We got a trade alert. Oh, boy. Sound the sirens. 1-0 pitch. And that is taken on the outside corner for a strike. The Vegas Golden Knights have acquired Riley Smith from the New York Rangers. Wow. 1-1 pitch. And there's a slider that's just a bit high for ball 2. Riley Smith, 33 years old, on a $1.4 million contract. It was for Brendan Brisson and a 2025 Sharks 3rd round pick. 3 balls, 1 strike to Taylor. The 3-1, high for ball 4. And Fairbanks does not look good. Base is now loaded in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go. 1 out. George! Riley Smith, man. The pitch on the way, and that is on the outside corner for a called strike 1 to Brian Rincon. Riley Smith is heading back to Vegas. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Please tell the world I'm coming home. 0-1, foul ball. It's a good song by Eminem. Go check that out. And Skylar Gray. Shout out to Skylar Gray. No balls, 2 strikes. Rincon in the box. Smith this year has 29 points, 10 goals, 19 assists. And the 0-2 to Brian Rincon. And he swings and misses at that pitch, and there's 2 outs. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. And Farquhar is up to bat. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. I'll show you during the break. I'll show you what's on my shirt. You know, I think I need to get like a better... Eventually, like what I'll do is I'll try to see if I can get like a camera mounted, you know, or something like that. Not mounted, but, you know, shows like more of my upper body. 2 balls, no strikes. Base is juiced. Bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead it 3-1, 2 outs. And the 2-0 pitch, that misses outside, and the count is 3-0. Fairbanks has been a very good pitcher out of the bullpen over the years for the Rays. And, well, he has not looked good so far in this bottom of the 8th inning. The windup and the pitch on the way outside for ball 4 and a bases loaded walk. That gives the Phillies a 4-1 lead. Let's go. Nice job. And Kevin Cash is going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Fairbanks. Let's go. Four to 1, baby. Bottom of the 8th. All right, what's on the shirt, JJ? What's on the shirt? What's on the shirt? Okay. The Snoqualmie Barkley game is what's on the shirt. Guys, do you know what the whole story is? Okay. So we got play-by-play with JJ filed as a business, right? Like, finally got it filed like 2 months ago, which was really, really sick. It was really awesome. Sorry, that was like last month. No, we got it filed as a business, and then we finally got our first paycheck, right? Like our actual paycheck, and I was like, you know what? You know what I got to do? And it's not really me. This is what they made me do. I had to go out there, get a couple jerseys, get this shirt, and a couple of hats. Because that football team was doing something that was absolutely ridiculous. And I love this shirt. I love the sweater. Y'all been seeing me wear that sweater a lot now. It's been so hard to take that stuff off. You know what I'm saying? And the green goes really good with the spring training. You know what I mean? So that's why we're breaking out the fits. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're doing that, because this football team was incredible this year. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Cal Stevenson up to bat against Martin. And the pitch. And that is taken for a called strike right down Broadway. It is a pretty cool shirt. I had to get it. I'm sorry. We had to go all out. First paycheck comes, and you got to go all out. And that was the right time to do it. 0-1 pitch, and that is taken inside for a ball. Can we win a hat? Now, that's a great question. I wasn't going to spill the tea, but when we do our 48 hours of streaming for getting the 5K, we are doing giveaways, folks. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I'm not saying much more about that. I'm so bad at leaking. That's the one thing that you're going to learn about me, but I will keep you all guessing as to what the giveaways are going to be. 1-2. That's outside for ball 2 to Cal Stevenson. Base is loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Phils. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin is pitching. And here comes the next pitch on the way. Check swing. Foul ball. That goes right behind the plate. luckily enough. You're listening to Pink Floyd, and you're listening to me. 2-2 pitch on the way, and there's a called strike, 3 at the knees, and the inning is over. And we go to the top of the 9th. It's 4-1. Phillies. So they're down to their final 3 outs. The ratings for tonight's Sixers-Celtics game is going to suck. No Maxey, no Embiid, no McCain, no George. I mean, it's just Quentin Grimes. That's it. We got a post-game show after this, so make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel too. Guys, please tell your friends and family members about this channel. For those of you that are out of the Philadelphia area, I really, really am trying to grow the channel more this year and do more out of market games. I know that there's people that aren't Philadelphia fans and they're like, well, I don't want to tune into you because, no offense, you do Philadelphia games. Fine. Be that way. I'll just have to do more games. That's what I'm going to do. I want to get more people involved on this. That's cool. We're still obviously going to be covering Philly games, but we will expand because that's what some people want. And if you want to reach bigger audiences, you want to get to bigger markets, you got to think big to be big. And that's the truth. So that's what we're going to do. Sunday Night Baseball is going to be fun this year. Oh, it's going to be great. And opening day in Tokyo? Are you kidding me? That's going to be a blast. That's going to be so cool. Barry Bonds just said that he can still hit 100-mile-per-hour pitches to this day. According to MLB Network on Twitter. To MLB on Twitter, not MLB Network. I told my friends about the channel. They were like, MLB is still a thing, says Larry. Oh my gosh. Wait, really? That's wild. Kunel's going to pitch in the top of the 9th. It's like it's the bottom of the 9th here for the Tampa Bay Rays, meaning that they're down to their final 3 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for ball 2. JJ, would you drop this for a TV gig? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. Guys, we ain't giving up the baby. No. If it's for part-time stuff, cool. I ain't letting anybody buy me out, man. Because nobody's going to take over my brand. Shannon Sharp said, Fox, Club Shay Shay ain't yours. Stephen A. Smith Show, that's his. This is mine, man. 3-1, and that's outside for a ball. They want this as a TV show. We're doing it from the ground up. No stopping us. The pitch. There's a ground ball. Hit back up the middle. The flip over to second base. It's not in time. And it was dropped by the second baseman, Rincon. Looked like the shortstop, Lantigua, tried to flip it back over to Rincon, and it was a really tough play. He had to go behind his back just to get the ball. It hit off the top of the hill, took a very weird bounce, and then went past the second baseman, and he still got there, but by the time they flipped it back over to shortstop, it was just a little bit low of a throw. Two runners on, nobody out. Top of the ninth, and the pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball. Yeah, nobody's going to buy us out. They can offer us whatever it is, man. We're staying true to ourselves. The pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do gigs. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to, if somebody was like, yo, like, you know, can you come on here and do some stuff for us? Sure. As long as I get to keep my baby. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Larry, I brought you back to Major League Baseball. Let's be real. 1-2 pitch, and that's taken outside and high for ball 2. I started the channel, first thing you know, one of my first viewers for baseball is that guy in the chat with a guitar in his profile pic. 2-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3. You got to give me credit. Three balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the ninth, and there's nobody out. Well, that too. Yeah. It was me. Guys, I did it. But also, it was your Philly freakish behavior. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cunell's pitching. Don't blow this, man. Come on. And the payoff pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And that's going to get by the catcher. And going on over to second and third are the base runners. And covering home plate was Cunell. The catcher didn't even know where that thing was. And by the time he saw it, it took like 3 seconds. And that's a long time in baseball. Go after the ball. Just kidding. And by the way, I was here when there were 8 of us and there were only 20 subs. It's true. That is true. Kinney's up to bat. And the first pitch, he fouls it back towards the screen. It was a 96-mile-per-hour pitch from Cunell. Cunell versus Kinney. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. We will be covering, next week, it'll be a busy week, but we are going to be doing the spring breakout game between the Phillies' top prospects versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. That would be really cool to cover. I'm going to do a special edition of that. That'll be sick. 0-2 delivery. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards first base. 1 run's going to come home. Cunell has to go cover the bag, and he does. So it makes it 4-2. The runner from second goes on over to third base. Good job by Chad Cunell to go charge over to first base. It was a bouncing ball that ended up being way off the first base bag for the first baseman to go get to. And then Cunell hustled and beat out the hitter to first base. And the Rays, they are down to their final out. 4-2, top of the ninth. Never sell out, JJ. Nope, we're staying true to who we are, man. The pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out to deep right field, and we are tied up. Jones, for the second time today, has left the yard. And it's a brand new ball game in the top of the 9th inning. And this one goes on me. Because I jinxed us. What's up, Jason? Season soon underway. I'll be here. Apologize, but despite the 76ers and won't listen to them, gave a like. I appreciate it, man. You don't have to listen to them. But I appreciate you for tuning in to me, man. I appreciate the support. The pitch to Curtis Mead, and that's down for a ball. The game is continuing, folks. It was 4-0, and now it's 4-4. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now you got to put blame on me where blame is due, because I jinxed us. 1-1 pitch, and there's a line drive, base hit out to right field, and it's an opposite field single by Curtis Mead. This guy Jones has destroyed us today. Brock Jones, 23 years old. Remember the name. Remember the name Brock Jones. Larry. Oh, Larry. You're insane. I was here when Larry ate his first shoe. And he's going to eat another shoe sometime this year. Always liked it in chat when he would say, nummy shoe. 1-0 pitch, and that's down for ball 2. You can see me drunk? Yeah. Not on stream, though. That's another story for another day, actually. 2-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. It was 4-2. The Rays, of course, were down to their final out. And Cunell was like, let me continue the game. 3-0 pitch, that's high and inside for ball 4. And now put runners over at first and second, and Rob Thompson is going to make a move. 25 pitches, and his afternoon is done. I'm on all shoe diet. Yes. All right. Well, at least I got to spend more time with y'all. I was just going to say great things today. And Cunell was like, hold off on that, JJ. Let me give up a meatball down the plate to Brock Jones. And that name is a very sick baseball name, by the way. Brock Jones is a very good one. Brock Jones also sounds like a great football name. That's a good basketball name, too. Brock Jones from 3. Yeah, like that's sick. That's a cool name. What's the best baseball name of all time? Well, I guess Babe Ruth is. Babe Ruth is a very good baseball name. We had a guy in college baseball that played out in center field, and he was really fast. His name was Trip McCaffrey. So when you say Trip with the triple, it's like just rolls flat off the tongue. It's so great. Oh, Asia. I probably got about 25 notifications 2 days ago. My phone was blowing off about Saquon. He's ours, though. It's 4-4 in the top of the ninth with 2 outs. Oh boy, villain. I hope that you're all right, man. We have a new pitcher out there. His name is Dipoto. He's facing Isaac. Continue to like and subscribe. We got 48 likes, 2 more to get to 50. That's why they wanted to extend the game. They wanted us to get to 50 likes. You're having an aneurysm. What's the aneurysm? One, and that misses in. Actually, it got a piece of the jersey. Oh, that sucks, dude. I was looking it up. Shoot. Dude, I hope you're all right, man. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the ninth, and the pitch, and that's high and inside. I thought that meant something else. I thought that meant like I have a confession to make. Shoe fly pie. Two balls, no strikes. Come on, Dipoto. Get out of the inning. Come on, man. 2-0 pitch, and that misses badly inside for a 3-0 count. One more ball, and Tampa Bay will take the lead. 2 outs, top of the ninth inning. Dipoto comes set and fires and throws a strike. Ladies and gentlemen, he finds one in the strike zone. Jonah Dipoto, 28 years old from Queens. 3-1 pitch on the way. Throws another strike. And it is a full count. Come on, strike him out. The 3-2 pitch, high and inside, and the Rays take the lead. And that'll make it 5-4 in the top of the ninth. They have come back. 5-4 Tampa. And Morgan, that's John Morgan, due up now in the box with the bases loaded. The first pitch he sees is on the outside corner for a strike. Well, Freddie Freeman just hit a homer, his 3rd of spring training. Phillies had the Rays down to their final out, and they allowed a 2-run homer to tie the game 4-4. Bases loaded, top of the ninth. It's now 5-4 on the RBI walk by Johnny DeLuca. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Come on, I want us to win. I just want us to win. I know it's spring training, but I want wins. 0-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. The game was going so smooth up until I jinxed us. Shut up, JJ. 0-2 pitch. There's a called strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. Okay. All right, bottom of the ninth. Come on, we got to come back and tie it, dude. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. They finally got out of it. All right, who's batting for us? We have Arroyo, Castro, and Kennedy. I like this. I like this a lot. Arroyo, Castro, and Kennedy. Are they going to bring in their closer? Who is the Rays closer? Oh, Fairbanks. Yeah, he pitched great. He allowed like 3 walks. Now they might go to Uceda. Uceda had a 3.3 at ERA last year. All right. Ugh. Oh, that felt great. Beautiful. They got Ha-Seong Kim over at shortstop. We should have gotten Ha-Seong Kim. His defense is so good, but he also just can't stay healthy. Yankees are not done. They were down 8-1, and it's now 8-3 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. We got the 50 likes again. Woo! It took us for the game to get extended for us to do that. That's why I did it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I had to jinx us. But I had to do it for the better of the channel. All right, bottom of the 9th. And who's up to bat? It's Christian Arroyo. Wiles is pitching. First pitch to Arroyo, strike 1. It's a cutter at 88 miles per hour. The comeback has me having one, bro. Let's go. 0-1 pitch to Arroyo, and that's sticking up high for a ball. One pitch, swing and a miss. We have the Hospital Celtics and the Sixers tonight, says Key. Looking forward to it. But hey, it might get us closer to getting a top pick, which I am for. That's the only way to go. Down. 1-2 to Arroyo, and he punches it foul and out of play. If we come back and win, I'll eat 5 burgers on stream. Just kidding. One-two pitch. Inside and not by much. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. What's not to like? Somebody said to me 2 years ago when they were trying to be nice, they were like, JJ wouldn't hurt a fly. And I was like, yeah, I crush it. They were trying to like set me up with a girl, and I was like, yeah, I'd crush it. And I didn't realize that was a social cue there, but I was trying to be funny. But she laughed. Did it work out? No. It wasn't really a good fit. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. McIntosh is in the batter's box. And the first pitch he sees is just at the knees for a strike. Can they challenge it? No. Come on, McIntosh. Extend this game. Just end it in a tie. Come on. 0-1. And there's a cutter that's in there for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch. Foul ball back over towards the screen. Our average view duration is up from today compared to yesterday. That's really good. It's very good. I'll take that. Oh, my Twitch streamers. I'm so sorry. Robin Hood, what's going on? Oh, I answered that question. My favorite game show? Yeah, it's already smarter than a fifth grader. The pitch. And there's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. Throw over to first in time. And, well, the Rays were down to their final out once upon a time, and now it's the Phillies. The tables have turned. One line number. It's an insect. Insects aren't animals. Rodolfo Castro's up to bat on the left side, and the first pitch he sees is down and in for ball one. Castro grounded out in the eighth. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. I know that this isn't like gonna happen, but for some reason, like the back of my head, I have this like what if, like what if Rob is actually gonna like put in these like rookie pitchers during the regular season. I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm sorry. Like as I'm watching these spring training games, I didn't do this in the years past, but now I'm like, well, what if this does happen? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like give other people nightmares. 1-1. That misses inside for ball two. Two balls and one strike to Rodolfo Castro. Tying run up to bat. The pitch. Strike two on the outside corner. And the Phillies are down to their final strike. The next pitch on the way. And Castro stays alive as he gets a little piece of it. The spider. Let's go, chat. George! And the next pitch, another foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. Whenever they're in this situation, it's always like, I don't know, it's like when you have that last person standing in dodgeball. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And on the run to make the diving catch is DeLuca. And that's going to end the ball game. That thing was dying out in left field, and still he was able to get it into his glove. And the Tampa Bay Rays, they have come back to beat the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Phillies losing streak does continue. Before you sign off, okay, I do have a post-game show, so you're more than welcome to stay tuned for that. And if you don't, then you know what, bye-bye. But before you leave, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons because we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We'll be back on tonight for another Sixers Tankathon game. And then we also have another Phillies spring training game tomorrow. All right, let's. John Gooden once said, "A good coach can change a game. A great coach can." Okay, I'm sorry about that. My mouse was moving all along. Yeah, my computer was having a little bit of amnesia or something because I was pressing buttons. I'm sorry about that. Really, really sorry about that. I need to get some things off my chest, folks. Note number one. Aaron Nola was phenomenal today. That knuckle curve, if he can throw that during the regular season, he might be up for potentially a Cy Young. That knuckle curve was probably one of the, like, his knuckle curve last year was great, but I'm sorry, that movement that he has on that pitch, it looks like it's a slider. And you think to yourself, it's going to land up over the middle of the plate, and it just dies. It just dips. And that thing is so deceiving. It doesn't matter how fast he throws the fastball. That pitch right there is his bread and butter. And so if you're a batter and you're anticipating that pitch, well, guess what? You got a fastball at 90, Sometimes you're just going to let that go by. And sometimes you're going to be a little bit off balance from that pitch just because of the freaking knuckle curve. Really, really good pitching today from Aaron Nola. I know that he had we were saying, here comes Stretch Nola. Here comes Aaron Nola winding from the stretch or delivering from the stretch or whatever. But he got out of that inning in the first inning and got Rortvedt to chase after 3 straight curveballs, 3 straight knuckle curves. It was his pitch today, man. And if that can continue to develop, if he can continue to throw that pitch this year, I'm telling you, he has the ability to be a top 5 pitcher with that pitch. I'm not blowing smoke up his butt. I know that this guy has gotten so much he has gotten so much hate over the years. Like, he's gotten so much criticism. And in 2023, I understood why during the regular season, because that guy was awful from the stretch. But last year he pitched so well, and I'm just saying, like, he has really good. He had really, really good stuff today. That is my number one takeaway. That is my number one positive from today, was that Aaron Nola looked like a Cy Young pitcher out there for 2 innings. And he had, 5 strikeouts. He allowed 2 hits, 1 walk. He was mowing down hitters with that pitch. It was scary good. Look out for Aaron Nola this year. Thing number 2 that I wanted to get to. Jose Alvarado. He might be back. It's a little bit premature for me to say, but this is the 3rd outing in a row where he has reached triple digits with his fastballs and that cutter. My gosh. You think that thing's going to be straight, and it's a 4-seam fastball, but that thing also just dips at the very last second as well, and he has worked on that cutter, and it has looked really sharp out there. If he wants to be the potential closer of this team, he's going to have to continue to throw those cutters and make sure that he gets the oomph and the velocity on it that he can, because that's a very good pitch. His slider looked really good today as well. Thought that he was able to get ahead in batters, and he didn't have to rely on the sinker all the time. He was reaching triple digits with the sinker, but the slider and the cut fastball, jeez, good stuff from him today. What else? What else do we have to say about the pitching? Joe Ross looked good. Overall, Ross, Romano, and Orion Kerkering pitched really, really well today. And the pitching did great. Orion had 2 strikeouts. His fastball looks good too. I liked his slider as well. And Joe Ross, not really overpowering you with too many high heaters or whatever, but still reaching 94 to 96 with the fastball, which is pretty good. And the other off-speed pitches were pretty good as well. The Rays, I thought, were struggling hitting-wise today. I know that they didn't really play a lot of their starters, but those are the types of things that we need to see. And we haven't really been able to see it out of the bullpen over these last couple of days. We got a terrible outing from Matt Strahm. We got a bad outing from Joe Ross the other day. Romano gave up 4 walks or whatever it was. So the fact that the bullpen came in today and did a good job firing on all cylinders, that is a big positive today, man. That is a very big positive. So that's awesome. That's really good stuff. Every pitcher today had a strikeout. Every pitcher today had a strikeout for the Phillies out of their bullpen. And then you get to the back part of the bullpen. Cabrera, Cunell, DePoto, yeah, they're not making the team, right? So we're not really taking a lot of stock into those things. Okay. Now to get to the nitty-gritty. JJ, Shane McClanahan is a great pitcher. Shane McClanahan has really good stuff. And while that is true, Let's pull up the window capture here. 1 second. Okay. I want us to go pitch by pitch in this first at-bat from Trey Turner. Okay. Hold up 1 second. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Look at these pitches. All right, I'm going to cover my face for a second. Look at these pitches. Okay. Four-seamer, 92. Takes it outside. Next pitch. Swings and misses. It's a four-seamer at 94. Chases after it. It's a little bit inside. It was actually running inside. Do you see these pitches, where they are? Next pitch he takes is down low. It's a slider. The fourth pitch is in the dirt, and he chases after a slider. It's right down here. Look at where that pitch is, folks. Right down here. This is pitch number 4, if you can see my cursor. And the final pitch in the dirt again. Next at bat, 3 pitches, all in the dirt. And he chases and chases and chases. I'm going to start calling him Chase Turner. It has to stop. Don't give me that at spring training. Don't tell me that he just missed a homer in the 5th inning, because yes, he did. But there is no excuse in those first 2 at-bats for him to chase after all those pitches. And I'm not just singling Trey out here, even though it sounds like I am. This happened to Edmundo Sosa yesterday. This happened to Kyle Schwarber the other day, out of all people. He doesn't even chase that much. Nick Castellanos today was fishing after a lot of pitches, too. And I know that he had that home run. It's like that these guys just don't know how to hold their damn bats. Keep your eye on it, man. I'm not being negative Nancy here. I'm being realistic. Keep your eyes on that. Kyle Schwarber today swung very foolish. And he also missed a home run out to left field in his 3rd at-bat. When are these guys going to stop chasing pitches and just make these pitchers work? I say this over and over again, but the one thing I loved about that 2022 team, when they were on that run, was that they saw a lot of pitches. They fouled off pitches. And they were able to just beat the pitcher no matter what. They won that mental game. Baseball's mental. If you can get into the pitcher's head, you win. They're not doing that. So there you go. There you have it. That pissed me off. Bohm had a good day. Harper hit the ball sharply his first at-bat. And then got a double his next at-bat. The strikeout wasn't such a good thing in the 5th, but I'll give him a pass today. Bohm going 1 for 3, though, was nice. Casty had a solo homer. Went back-to-back with Kepler. JT had the RBI single. Thought that was a good at-bat he had in the 6th. But, man, strikes out looking on 3 pitches after the back-to-back homers. Stott had a good day today. I know that the stats aren't going to show it, but he had a shot out to center field 2 shots out the center that were just right at the guys. Exit velos were big, just didn't get the results. He's seeing the ball better. And he's also not swinging early on in the counts, which I think is good for him. He's not, Bryson Stott to me is not a good, first pitch hitter. It's not really in his DNA. Could he become that eventually? Maybe. But you know what you have to do as a hitter, and I've learned this from other people that have talked to me from, playing the game and whatnot. In order for you to become a very good aggressive hitter early on in the counts, the one thing that you got to do is you have to make sure that you're doing whatever you can to foul off pitches in earlier at-bats during the season. And the more and the reason why is this. It's because the more pitches that you see, the better you're going to try to figure out a pitcher. If you're just swinging at the first pitch all the time, or if you're only taking 3 pitches per at-bat, you're not going to get to level 2. There's levels to this. And by level 2, I mean going deeper in the counts and then figuring out, what's this pitcher going to throw, because now they see that I can knock this pitch out or that I'm doing a good job staying alive with these pitches. So it gives you more sort of awareness. You understand? That's the thing about baseball. Brandon Marsh today. I'll tell you one positive that I had from Marsh, and I'm being serious about this. My man can hit lefties, but that at-bat that he had in the bottom of the third was a nice at-bat. You're down in the count 0-2 against arguably a top 5 pitcher, right? And you take 2 balls that are outside, not good pitches. He wasn't going to give you good pitches. Marsh decided not to chase. Next pitch he gives you is right down the middle. You get a piece of it. You foul it off. Pitch after that, high. And then the next pitch, you get a good cut. And then you get on with a walk. That was a good at-bat for Brandon Marsh. Those are the types of at-bats that I need to see. And I'm not seeing that. And from today's game, this was sort of a big indicator as to what we're going to get during the regular season, because the starting lineup 1 through 9 is going to be batters that are, almost every single batter was literally a starter. Every single one of them was a starter, excuse me. So there's a lot of stock that does go into this game, because that's what we're going to get accustomed to during this year. And by the way, it's March 6th, and yet they're still not working on bunting. They're not doing that until one more week, according to Rob. Yeah, that's not what spring training is for. Sorry, Rob. You don't just wait on these things. If you want Bryson Stott to become a good bunter, if you want Trey Turner to become a good bunter and Yohan Rojas to become a good bunter, that's what spring training's for. That's why you practice. Exhibition games, and those are the types of scenarios where they got to practice that. I like Mercado. I think he's good out in center. But yeah, when the backups came on in, there was nothing really for me to assess. Nothing really there at all. It's funny how they tried Castro out in center field today. I don't know what they're gonna do with Rodolfo Castro. He's not making the roster. They're trying to put him in so many different weird spots, which I find it so bizarre. So, one word to describe this game. Comment them down below. Seeing more pitches gives more opportunities for the pitcher to make mistakes. Absolutely. Luca Arcani has Gabriel Rincones Jr. on his pod. Dude, I'll have to go check that out. That's so sick. I changed it, Mitch. I changed it. But that's the truth. Chasing a pitch in the dirt at 2-1. Don't have to swing. Gave away that at-bat right there, says Larry. And that's this team. Your leadoff hitter is supposed to set the tone, correct? I was actually fine with Kyle Schwarber in the leadoff spot because guess what? Who else ideally is going to be getting on base for us with this lineup? Schwarber sees pitches. Schwarber has patient approaches at the plate. That's why I think that Kyle doesn't get the love that he does deserve. Trey Turner, meanwhile, hacks at everything and plays the game like it's whack-a-mole. And then Nick Castellanos is digging after pitches. And he'll swing at everything. That's why when people still say that Schwarber should still be the leadoff hitter, I get it. I understand. Ideally, I want Bryson Stott batting in the leadoff spot or Johan Rojas. But Rojas is going to have to earn that because he hasn't been able to hit over the years. And I'm willing to give him a chance, especially with what he's been able to do during spring training. Give that man a chance. I agree. I've just been saying that the leash needs to be short, and if he's not hitting by June, then that's it. That's it. That's it for him playing in the starting lineup every day. I'm not saying get rid of Johan Rojas. Don't get it twisted, because he still brings value. But he's not an everyday player if he's not going to be hitting up until the end of June. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving him up until June 30th. June 30th. So, those are my thoughts on this afternoon's game. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree with some of my takes. I know that there's going to be people that are like, JJ, you're overreacting a little bit. JJ, you're underreacting to certain things. Debate me. Come on here, call me out, tell me where I'm wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. Unlike other people. I admitted to Larry I was wrong the other day. Rojas was not the reason why we lost Game 7. I said it in the moment. I looked back at the tape, and I zoomed out. It was not why we lost. I was using him, honestly, as a little punching bag, whether that was right or wrong. He shouldn't have been up in that spot. But also, if you're doing that, then you're not blaming Bryce. You're not blaming Trey Turner. You're not blaming Kyle Schwarber. Even though you have a weakness there, you're giving Johan all the accountability. He's a baby, and he doesn't deserve that. So, call me out. Call me out and let me know where I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right on certain things and let me know how you feel. I'll be reading some more comments, man. JJ going Moneyball. Turner's at-bat is a trigger warning. Yes, it was. Nola, Alvarado, Ross, Romano, and Kerkering were outstanding today. They were. They were great. Let's Stott lead off and move Trey to the 8th in the batting order. I wouldn't be opposed to trying it, Larry. But now is when they would have to do it. And Rob's not going to do it. And that's the thing that kind of bugs me. Is that I don't think that Rob is going to have the balls to say to Trey, well, guess what? You're going to move down in the order. Because Rob is a player's coach. And we all know what happened in year one of the whole Trey Turner experience. By the time that we wanted Trey Turner benched, this guy was still playing him every day. And it finally took him up until July for him to move him down in the order. Right? Good take about Nola. Telling you, that knuckle curve is nasty. He's gotten so much hate over the years, and I've never understood why. I understood when he was struggling from the stretch in 2023. 2023 Nola during the regular season was awful to watch because every single time he would give up a hit, it was like his confidence was just shattered. And he didn't know how to get through and deal with pressure. And then for some reason the playoffs come, and he delivers in the wild card series, and it was him and Wheeler that were the aces. And he just looked like he was a Cy Young pitcher. But I think this year, and this is my hot take, Aaron Nola, if he can throw that knuckle curve the way that he did today, if he can do that on a consistent basis, he could finish in the top 5 voting for Cy Young. I said that Christopher Sanchez could do it too. We potentially have 3 pitchers that could be in the Cy Young conversation. Potentially. And I don't think that's a hot take at all. At least Schwarber takes some walks. We need Turner, Stott, or Rojas to emerge as a leadoff hitter. Who takes pitches and gets on base? Yep. That's exactly correct. All right. We still have 22 people on here. I want to thank you all so much for being on here and for staying with me. We just got word that the Guardians have signed Tyler Naquin as a pitcher. You guys remember Tyler Naquin as an outfielder? Well, now they're going to use him as a pitcher. They converted him into a right-handed pitcher. That's wild. I hope for his sake he does good. Tyler Naquin. Maybe his career will get revitalized. I don't know. It's pretty wild. Love you guys. I'm out. Aloha. Yes, sir. Larry says that's not a hot take. Well, some people would say it is because you got Shohei Ohtani, you got Spencer Strider, you got, like, Garrett Cole. Jacob deGrom could have a bounce-back year. Well, Jacob deGrom's more of a long shot. Max Scherzer, though, still pitching at a very high level if he stays healthy. Corbin Burns, like, I legitimately believe, though, seriously, that Christopher Sanchez, Zach Wheeler, and Aaron Nola, there's a world where they all 3 could finish in the top 5 in Major League Baseball in pitching. Legit. Will it happen? It's unlikely. It's not. It's not like it's unlikely. It's not probable. It's probably not going to happen because the baseball writers, you know how they work. They're going to say, well, if Zach Wheeler's pitching really well this year, and if Aaron Nola's pitching really well, and Christopher Sanchez could have like a 1.6 ERA and get like 200 strikeouts, but if Zach Wheeler has a 1.89 ERA and gets like 220 strikeouts, and Nola has like 215 strikeouts and he has a 2 ERA, you know what I mean? Like, those people that have gotten the recognition over the years, now that puts Christopher Sanchez underneath the radar. You know, that makes him sort of an underdog. So, but I kind of like that for Christopher Sanchez too, not going to lie. Keep him under the radar. It's kind of cool. Any one or more or three starters could be Cy Young candidates. You do admit when you're wrong, brother. I do. I always admit when I'm wrong. Always. All right. Love you all. I think we're going to sign off. Again, during the regular season, I know I keep saying it, but we are going to be doing actual post-game shows. After each game, I'm going to be taking a break, and then we're going to be doing take like a 5-minute break, and then we'll do a post-game show, and I'll have my monologue that I usually do, and then we're going to be taking phone calls, and we'll be on for like at least a half hour doing actual post-game shows, and we'll be talking about the Phillies. We'll also do it for the MLB regular season, too. We'll do that on March 17th and the 18th for the Tokyo series. Oh, wait, no, I don't think we'll have time to do it because the Phillies play at 1 o'clock. Okay. Regardless, during the regular season, that's what we're going to do. All right? Love you all. Lila Tove, good night. Sanchez got one Cy Young vote last year, says Larry. Do you remember who voted for him? I forget. I do. All right. Is that it? Is there any other comments that I have to read? It was 4-1, man. Why is it 4-4? Because spring training. That's why. Spring training pitchers. All right. That's it. I am signing off. Goodbye. I will be back on at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time for another Sixers game. Great. Woohoo. I'll see you all then. All right. Bye. Take care.